Leave is granted.
Madam Speaker, once again we've seen Labor hypocrisy at record levels. The first matter that we need to address in this chamber is, of course, that this is the motion of the Leader of the Opposition. The member for Blacktown isn't even in the chamber. So much is he dedicated to the question of homelessness in this state that in his own motion, he fails to show. In his own motion, he sends down backbenchers that have announced their retirement. Therefore, members of parliament that are not accountable to the electorate when we go to the polls in March. In his own motion, he fails to come to this chamber and justify exactly what Labor did under the previous administration. In his own motion, he fails to come down here and explain to the chamber and the people of New South Wales exactly what his proposal for homelessness is. Madam Speaker, we have 4 months until the election. And on the matter of Labor's record, the Leader of the Opposition has been silent. Madam Speaker, going home, staying home is long-needed change. As the Minister so eloquently said, reform is not easy, particularly when it comes to homelessness and social policy. But it is the product of extensive consultation over 2 years that this policy— I welcome the Leader of the Opposition, Madam Speaker. I'm delighted to see that he's actually watching the proceedings of the House from his office, and I'm sorry that I had to embarrass him into coming down to face this motion. But the Leader of the Opposition needs to be reminded that his attack on this policy is Labor simply preying on the fears of the vulnerable. Madam Speaker, Labor's fear-mongering in need might think that there is no help, but I fear the consequences of Labor's disgustingly reckless populism will take them nowhere. This is a record level of funding. Under the Leader of the Opposition, those opposite will do whatever it takes to get into government, even if it means preying on the vulnerable. Madam Speaker, that disgusts me. As somebody who is the product of public housing, that disgusts me. The ALP has no plans on policies. In this matter, he has delivered no alternative plans. They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Under Labor's watch, too many people have been falling through the cracks, but under the coalition government and under the minister responsible, we will spend over $25 million more than the Labor Party did the last time they were in office. Every year under this government, we have invested more. This motion should be defeated.